Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fluctus Channel. Since the advent of stealth technology, military aviation has changed forever. Nothing personifies the idea of stealth better than the F-35 Lightning II. Development of the F-35 Lightning II, a fifth-generation multi-role stealth fighter, began in the 1990s. Conceived as part of the Joint Strike Fighter (JSF) program, it flew for the first time in 2006 and achieved Initial Operational Capability (IOC) with the USMC in July 2015. On LHA-class amphibious assault ships, the F-35B uses short takeoff and vertical landing (STOVL). It can accelerate forward on the short deck with its lift fan and rear swivel nozzle angled down and backward for additional thrust, achieving airborne status with heavier payloads. For landings, the F-35B approaches the deck at a leisurely speed, turns the thrust downward, and slowly descends vertically. These maneuvers are made possible by the F-35B's sophisticated propulsion system, which includes a Rolls-Royce lift system and a Pratt & Whitney F-135 engine. Landing on Royal Navy Queen Elizabeth-class aircraft carriers uses the same principle as on an LHA in the U.S. Navy. One difference is that the Royal Navy often employ rolling vertical landings, RVL, moving forwards during landing. To improve its STOVL capabilities, the F-35B variant uses the ski jump ramp for takeoffs. The jet angles toward the ramp at the ship's bow in preparation for takeoff. Due to the curve of the ramp, the aircraft's nose angles upward as it speeds onto the ski jump. This upward trajectory, paired with vectored thrust, offers greater lift and enables the F-35B to take off with a heavier payload and with a shorter deck run than would be achievable with a level deck layout, significantly increasing operational flexibility and combat loadout possibilities. On LHA class, landing helicopter assault class, amphibious assault ships, there are up to 20 F-35Bs, which are stored on the main hangar deck. When an F-35B Lightning II lands on the flight deck of a Tripoli or America-class amphibious assault ship, it enters ground operations mode. Ground crew, known as plane handlers, install a tow bar to the F-35B's nose gear under the supervision of a yellow-shirted aircraft handling officer. The aircraft is then carefully towed to an elevator platform by a tractor, which is commonly an aircraft towing tractor. The platform lowers the aircraft to the hangar deck once it is secured. Below deck, the handlers use precise, coordinated actions to place the jet into a parking spot where it is chalked, tethered, and undergoes any necessary checks and maintenance. There is a reason why more than 1,000 F-35s are operational or on order worldwide. These aircraft are assembled at Lockheed Martin's aeronautics facility in Fort Worth, Texas, with other production lines in Cameri, Italy, and Nagoya, Japan. Precision engineering is required for F-35 assembly, in which main airframe components, fuselage, wings, and tail sections are linked in a complex choreography. Guiding lasers called a fingerprint measuring system, FMS, guarantee precise alignment throughout the operation, allowing for a seamless fit of pieces critical to the aircraft's stealth profile. But the F-35 is also propelled by one of the most advanced engines in the world, the F-135. Not only is the Pratt & Whitney F-135 engine the world's most powerful fighter engine, delivering over 40,000 pounds of thrust, but it also features advanced adaptive performance, allowing for exceptional fuel efficiency, reduced thermal signature, and the capability for both supersonic speeds and STOVL operations. All of this is accomplished, and it incorporates advanced stealth technology into its design. For the F-35B, an additional lift fan system had to be developed. Rolls-Royce's revolutionary lift fan system on the F-35B enables STOVL capabilities, which is critical for shipborne missions. The lift mechanism, located behind the cockpit, engages during vertical maneuvers, with doors opening atop and beneath the fuselage, channeling air downward to produce lift. There are 3 variants of the F-35. The version used by the U.S. Navy from aircraft carriers is the F-35C, which is designed for missions from the small flight decks of U.S. Navy aircraft carriers, and it differs from its predecessors, the F-35A and F-35B, in several critical ways. It has wider wings with a wing area of 620 square feet and folding wingtips to enhance flight deck, storage, and carrier-based operability. It features larger control surfaces for better low-speed control during carrier landings, and its sturdy landing gear, with 2 front wheels, can resist catapult launches and arrested recoveries. In the case of the F-22, the stealth is the result of several features, including the shape of the aircraft and a conscious attempt to reduce its radar cross-section. However, the real advantage comes from a specialized stealth coating, which consists of specialized, radar-absorbing materials. First, the aircraft's surface must be meticulously cleaned to ensure proper adhesion during the application process. Afterward, multiple layers of rams are applied, followed by a series of radar-absorbing paints, which contain tiny spheres coated with carbonyl iron. These work by absorbing radar waves rather than reflecting them back to the receiver. Thanks to new mechanical coating processes, F-22s can be painted much faster, more accurately, and more efficiently. As impressive as the F-22 Raptor is, the program proved to be far too expensive for the U.S. military to continue. Estimates say that each aircraft ended up costing around $150 million to produce, while the program itself carried a price tag of over $67 billion. Perhaps more importantly, the nature of military engagement changed from 2005 to 2011, with a new focus on counterinsurgency, terrorism, and asymmetrical warfare, where combatants have vastly different military capabilities. The last F-22, tail number 4195, was completed in December 2011. In total, just 187 aircraft were built. For now, the F-22 remains an integral part of the United States military arsenal. However, many leaders believe they will need to start phasing the aircraft out as soon as the 2030s. Its replacement is not only more versatile, but far less expensive. Most important of all, it is well suited to quickly switching between the wide range of roles often required in a modern battlefield situation. The F-16 was developed at a very different time than the F-22 or F-35. When it joined the U.S. fleet in 1978, air superiority, not stealth, was still the primary goal of all fighter aircraft. In the event of the Cold War turning hostile, the F-16 needed to be agile, versatile, and cost-effective. In fact, it was specifically designed as part of the Air Force's lightweight fighter program. The result was one of the most effective and longest-lasting fighters in history. After nearly 50 years on the front lines, the F-16 is actually still in production. This latest model is known as the F-16V, codenamed the Viper. Among other upgrades, the new F-16 features state-of-the-art avionics, including mission computers and displays. This helps make it more compatible with modern weapon systems than its predecessors. The production process for the new F-16 also received an upgrade from the older models. The primary production facility for the F-16 is located in Greenville, South Carolina. However, a variety of components and subsystems are manufactured by partners and suppliers spread out all over the world. The Greenville location mainly assembles the fuselage and then installs the major systems, such as avionics and engines. The bulk of the process is what's known as the final assembly, when the various sub-assemblies are joined to form the complete airframe. From the advanced stealth of the F-22 to the versatile multi-role capabilities of the F-35 and the enduring effectiveness of the F-16, modern fighter aviation continues to evolve to meet the demands of an ever-changing battlefield. Advanced sensors, stealth, and networked warfare allow pilots to see first, decide first, and strike first. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our new content. See you next time.